Welcome back to GeForce, everybody. We are here at E3 2017 with this beautiful game, Outreach. And I am with the project lead, James Booth. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing very good, thank you. What about yourself?
I am actually trying to still come off this game. I got off playing it, so if I feel a little wonky, that's kind of what's going down because this is in zero gravity, and that's what's quite the experience. Can you explain that to the audience here?
Of course. So Outreach is a historical fiction set in the 1980s, and it takes place entirely in zero gravity. So no jetpacks, no magnetic boots. You just got to push yourself around and hopefully don't vomit.
Hopefully is the key. No, actually, coming from a person who's very sensitive to motion and whatnot, like some VR things I kind of can't do, I acclimated to that pretty quickly. Once I was able to understand what the zero gravity was going down and how to use the actual controls, can you explain that a little bit? What the movement is like in this zero gravity-ness?
Of course. So, as I said, no jetpack. So you have to use one trigger to push yourself forward, and then another to brace yourself against the surface. As well, you can roll yourself a little bit like a plane, and hopefully don't bounce off of walls or spin wildly. And on the outside of the space station, if you jump and you miss a handrail, you found out you died.
That was amazing, though. My character started freaking out as I was inside, and I was really glad to hear almost like an audible of my inner self, but in the headset of the game.
I mean, you'd freak out if you gotta, you're like, well, that's it, I'm dead. I just got 2 hours just constantly just floating. You can't do anything. You
said earlier it was kind of like Firewatch.
Yes, so games like Gone Home and Firewatch are big inspirations. You know, we're an interactive fiction or a walking simulator, but we're using a floating simulator instead. Can you explain exactly what kind of the setting is? We've actually kind of just dove right into zero gravity-ness, and we didn't even explain really what the concept was. Let's go over that a little bit. Of course. So, so it's a historical fiction. It's you're a cosmonaut aboard a Soviet military space station. It's not sci-fi. It's not alternate history. It's supposed to take place in 1986. The end of the Cold War, tensions are high, and you're sent to the station to replace a crew member that is just not up to the task. And then you get there, and, well, things are not as they seem. Thank you so much, James, for hanging out with us and explaining a little bit about this game. Any final words for the audience here? This is not a VR game for one reason, unless you want to ship it with a sick bag. I hear that. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Stay tuned for more content here on GeForce. See you on the next.